And when you study, for example, the inductive model or induction, which moves from a limited set of observations and concludes for the general, you see that there's always a potential observation or a future observation or another observation that could deny previous conclusions. So even if science were to say, this is our conclusion, a scientific fact doesn't mean fact with big F, right? It's a small f, italics, because there's always a possibility of another observation to deny previous conclusions. And we've seen this in the history of science. We even see this now. Last year there were challenges by some cosmologists that were saying the universe now didn't have a beginning. They're changing their mind again. Other scientists said, well, actually maybe the universe is not expanding anymore. These are discussions in academia based on different theoretical models, different pieces of evidence that they find, right? This is the beauty of science. It's supposed to change. So even if they were to make such a conclusion, it's not a certain fact, because there's a possibility it can change. So that's the intellectual doubts. So science can never really doubt the foundations of Islam, which is that Allah exists and that He deserves to be worshipped. These are spiritual, rational truths. They're not based on the touch and feel. And things that you touch and feel are there to awaken the fact that there is a wisdom behind the universe. Because you know the interesting thing is, even if the science changes, it always assumes there is power and wisdom behind it. Right? Because for science to work, you have to trust your mind and you have to believe that the universe can be rationalized, that the universe can be conceived. Like Einstein said, what's inconceivable about the universe is that the universe can be conceived, is that you can understand the universe. Right? So you have to always assume that there is some form of wisdom behind the universe and some form of creative power. They could never deny this. So even if you change your scientific theory, the fundamentals always remain. There is a wisdom and a power in the universe, which awakens the fitrah to bring about the truth that Allah deserves to be worshipped. Make sense? So bring on the science. Bring us any theory. Even if they contradict, they're always going to assume a power and a wisdom. Always. Bring any theory. There are 17 different models for the Big Bang. Ahlan wa sahlan. Bring them on. They're going to assume there's a power and they're going to assume there's some kind of wisdom. Khalas. No matter what theory you have. And that's what the Quran wants to get to. The fundamental, the basis. The fundamental intellectual driving force that there is a creative power and wisdom behind the universe, and therefore it awakens your fitrah and brings about the self-evident truth that Allah deserves to be worshipped.